Hello, Taurus. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie, and this is your reading for career and money for the third quarter of the year, which starts July, August, and September. Oops. Okay, so there's two cards that came out for you as the general energies for the time period. And the card is card number 9, What Do You Feel? And we see that you are in a position where you're not too sure about the apple or the orange. You're looking at the universe for guidance. So clearly you need to make a choice, but what is maybe outside of what the cards actually, the situations actually look like, apple versus orange. Go with your feeling. Your intuition will guide you. And then you have the card number 30, the perfection of your life. Interesting, the perfection of your life. So we'll leave it there. Actually, I'm going to move this over. And this one I'll bring up. Okay, so I'll leave it there for now. We'll see how this ties in. And I'm going to pick an animal spirit card for you as well. Taurus. We have White Raven Spirit card number 66. Trust in the magic. Interesting. Trust in the magic. So I'll put it right, hold on. There. All right. Okay, so let's start with the tarot. So for Taurus, career and money for the months of July, August, and September. Okay, Taurus. I'm going to cut the deck. And here we go. So the first card is the present. Oh, the present, Ace of Swords. I mean, there's a lot of truth coming out that could be painful, okay, with the fire energy. And it's a wolf also that's jumping, like the flame is a wolf jumping that sword. It could be painful. It could be hurtful. I'll leave it at that, okay? Opposing obstacles is the sun, okay? Desires and aspirations, the Six of Wands. The guidance is the Wheel. And the outcome is the Eight of Swords. Again, a blaze, a lot of fire. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. More fire on this card, more things ablaze. I want to bring your attention to that. You have a fire, a brush fire going on in the background on this card. You have that Ace of Truth, Ace of Swords with fire and a wolf jumping over it. On the Eight of Swords, you also have fire ablaze in the background. And all of this fire signifies either passion or action, but could also signify problems, right? All hell has broken loose kind of thing. But anyways, the Emperor is about being in control of your destiny, your kingdom, and being well-footed because you're grounded. But although there's all this nasty stuff going on in the background, like there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of issues, there's a lot of fires to put out, you're in control of the situation, okay? So just remember that, Taurus. You're in control. So the situation at hand is the truth. Some truth is coming out. Some clarity and truth is coming out, and it could be either a new passion is ignited or it is something that it's truthful and hurtful. Okay, it could be painful. The opposing obstacle is the sun. And to me, that's for the sun to be in an opposing obstacle is that perhaps there isn't enough brightness or enough opportunity. There's nothing new because there's two babies on here. There's probably nothing new coming soon to you in your career or for your work. There's also a ship in the background that's coming into shore, but because it's in the opposing obstacles, all of this stuff you're waiting, and nothing's coming. Okay, we'll pull more cards to understand what's going on here. Your wish is success. You want to be able to have success. You've worked hard. You want to be on top of your game, and you want to be successful at what you're doing. Again, with an element of passion for the Wands, but you want to be recognized as well for it, right? The Wheel is your guidance. And The wheel is about hopping on the wheel, taking that chance. And I'm saying that taking that chance is because there's a blindfold on the monkey. And this is something that you may have started in Aries season, or it's going to go up until Aries season, next Aries season. Because the monkey is pointing at the Aries sign, if you can see that. And he's blindfolded. So you need to trust your intuition. And we do see that. How do you feel? So instead of looking at the obvious, how do you feel about the situation? There's a wise decision that needs to be taken as well. And this is, again, associated with 4 fixed signs. So this guidance is something that you need to take a leap, or you need to hop on that wheel in order to secure your assets or your prosperity. Okay? Focus on that. The outcome is, although everything in the background is completely chaos, maybe so chaotic that it's burning down, there's a lot of fires to put out, like I said, with the Emperor card. You're kind of bound and stuck in this situation, okay? So we'll see where this means with other cards, because I'm actually going to be picking cards to substantiate some of these or to clarify some of these. I'm just going to come back to these. The perfection of your life. What do you feel? And I think I'll put them right here. Yeah. Trust in the magic. So, although, like I said, it could be chaotic out there, you need to have some trust. Go with your feeling, have some trust. And ultimately, the protection of your life could be that you are being protected at this time from anything that's happening around you. Okay? We are in very, very difficult times with the pandemic. So things are not always going as we please or as we wish. So we need to understand that. They're uncontrollables, but it seems like you could very well be protected in all of these energies. Okay, so these cards are to substantiate or clarify the sun being in the opposing obstacles. We have the Fool that popped out, and the Fool is about taking a leap, taking a bound, a chance, a gamble. And and what we're seeing from this deck is you're looking right onto a volcano that's erupting. So you're not taking that leap. Again, volcano erupting, that's a lot of lava, a lot of flames, a lot of truth coming out, a lot of chaos. And perhaps that's what's scaring you from taking that leap, is you know what's ahead of you, and you're just not taking that chance. And you're in this stalemate position, 2 of Swords. You've decided not to take any action. You're sitting comfortably on this stone seat or stone structure. But what you don't realize is in front of you, you have this white horse coming to your rescue. You can't see it because you're blindfolded. You've basically blocked yourself from seeing or feeling things that are out there. You're guarding your heart as well with those 2 swords and your arms being crossed over your chest. And it's asking you to feel. Don't just physically look at what's there. Feel it. And tap into the universe for clarity. I'm going to leave it at that for that as the obstacle. We're going to go now into the guidance. Okay, 2 cards came out. 2 cards for guidance. So we have the Empress. And in this deck, the Empress is sitting in a garden, but she's actually looking onto some property. Like the gates are open to go onto this windy path that goes to the top of the mountain. So, there is abundance, but there is some work to be done. You need to get out of your comfort level. You need to cross that bridge and go onto that path, which is windy, so it's not a straight road ahead. And being a mountain is a bit of an obstacle, right? So you need to confront that. You need to move forward and take some ownership in this. Take some action. There are 2 children that are naked on this card as well. And the two children being naked means, it speaks of vulnerability, being truthful, honest. They're petting a swan, and to me, swans are beautiful, they're gracious. So I think your approach to life, your guidance is to be truthful. Being naked is being transparent, in the sense of the word that whatever action you'll be taking, you need to embark on that road, but be transparent with your actions. Be graceful how you're going to speak, and soft. No, although it's chaotic, it could be challenging, it could be scary. You need to be composed. Okay, so that's the card. We have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is three children behind the wall of all the 9 cups where the man is sitting and, happy, content. We have these 3 children. One is eating, and you can tell she's put on a bit of weight. But the other 2 boys are playing with some tools and they're playing. They're having fun. They're collaborating. So in essence, it's an essence of happiness for these children. They're not concerned about when they're going to eat their next meal, or when they're not going to have to toil and work to help out, financially speaking. So it's a good card to have. So it's like you have enough already. You don't have to worry about the financial part of things. You're well off. You're okay. You have enough to go around. Yes, you do need to take a different course of action or get out of your comfort zone in order to prosper in these times, so that you can become victorious again. It's to get onto that wheel, get this in motion. Your gut feeling is telling you already anyways, right? And there is some element of magic with the Wheel of Fortune, magic, luck, right? So I would say the minute you start is when you're going to start seeing this, you're going to reap this benefit, okay? Now let's get some cards for the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords and the Outcome card. We'll grab these 2. Okay, so we've got the Strength card. And this time in this deck, the woman is actually caressing the lion. So there's this mutual energy of trust between the 2. And passion, compassion, love, caring, and it's a success. It's an ultimate success at taming the situation. Even if you feel stuck, you're still grounded. You still have an ox on here, meaning there's abundance. Okay, it could be chaotic in the background, but don't worry. Even though you may feel stuck, it's not a big deal, because honestly, you've actually been successful at taming that inner beast inside of you, that inner fear, I would say, inside of you is been tamed, and you're on the right track. The King of Cups is one that is actually pouring his cup. He's getting rid of some baggage, emotional baggage, drama, and that he's doing that by choice, and he's content with that decision. He does not want to have to live this drama anymore. He's not going to be subjecting himself to that. So he's taking control of that. So whatever worries that could have come from this period, or from your work, from the conditions at work, from feeling that you may be lacking, feeling there's no opportunities, or there's no brightness in your future, there's nothing new coming on board, fearing the outcome of the potential volcano, erupting in front of you. You managed to, all through that, to tame that, all of those fears by taking action, getting out of your comfort zone and taking action, moving ahead. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. It's a good outcome, although there's an Eight of Swords. The truth is, we're all bound and chained to our jobs anyways, whether we like it or not. I mean, that's what brings the money at home to pay for everything we have to pay to eat, to live somewhere, to, to have hobbies, to whatever. So we're all kind of chained. We're all kind of tied. And it's just a reality of life. But at least you're in control and of both your emotions and of your inner confrontations, if you wish. You've regained total control of yourself, your composure, and you feel confident moving ahead. And perhaps that is the protection of your life, is going through this action step here, feeling it out, understanding that you need to feel and not just look at the facts out there. You need to also go with your gut feeling. Trust that trust in the universe, that there is some magic in the air. And then getting out of your comfort zone, tackling that challenge, new path that's going to be a bit windy. You're going to end up protecting yourself. I really like this, so I'll leave it at this for now. I'm going to go into each of and every month. So we'll start with July. July for Taurus. July for Taurus. We have a false person. August, we have toil and labor. And September, we have marriage. Good. Let's go pick some other cards from Lenormand. Tell me more about the false person. The dog. Okay. Tell me more about the toil and labor. The ring. Tell me more about the marriage. The letter. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to pick some cards from Dixit. Okay, so let's start with July. There's someone wearing a mask in the equation, and that someone is someone you trust, someone that's been a friend forever, or it's a companion, or it's your company. Someone's wearing a mask. Someone's not telling you the whole truth. And I think this is probably happening before this sword of truth, this Ace of Sword of Truth comes out, which ends up being painful. We have here two people that are kind of friends, but they're in cages, suspended cages, and you have this rabbit with a gun in his hands. A very threatening situation. And that's why you probably feel imprisoned, right? You feel stuck to your job. You're kind of stuck. But someone has not been truthful with you. It's either the company, someone you've trusted, or a friend of yours. But ultimately, the truth is coming out. So this is happening right now for you. And the truth comes out. In August, you have the toil and labor, which means a lot of work. Okay, a lot of work. The ring came out, and the ring is about partnerships. And then you have the thread spool with a needle. You have, what do you call that? A thimble. And you have like this magic fairy on top of the spindle. To me, this represents a contract. And we're going to see it gets clarified later, but there's a new union, a new partnership pertaining to work that's going to be occurring. And this is not yet done, but it is a wish. It is something that you have, and look, trust in the magic. This is kind of like her magic wand. This fairy is going to use that wand to create magic in your life. And because the thread is not yet put or threaded through the needle, it's not yet in motion, but it is going to happen. Okay, just trust that it will happen. And the thimble is a protection. It's protection for your finger as you're going to be sewing, right? so you don't prick your finger with the needle. So the protection of your life, so you are protected in this energy, and maybe the timing is not quite right yet, although you want this in July. It's not going to happen yet. It's not the right time. Maybe not all the elements are in place to protect you adequately, or to make in sort that this is going to be happening the way it should happen in the right process. September comes around though. You have the marriage. This is a contract. This is a contract. And look, we have the letter. That to me is signing a contract with a union, a partnership, which allows you to deep dive and look clearly at the new roadmap. New roads are opening up to you. Now you can see them. So roads to prosperity. And this is the road to prosperity as well. Climbing up the mountain. And I was saying to be truthful here. Graceful, truthful, transparent. Maybe the false person was you. Maybe you didn't want to be true. You didn't want to be real. But the card reading is telling you to be true, honest, graceful, transparent in your actions. And maybe that's what happens. The truth comes out. You spill the beans on a situation of a direction you need to take in order to secure your well-being and your financial success. I'm going to leave it at that. I really like this. So this kind of like chimes in with everything else. So I'm going to go to the part now where we ask questions. So you can ask 3 questions that would require a yes or no answer. So here goes. Oops. Card number 1 flew right out. Let's shuffle some more. Okay, the other 2 are right here. So I'm going to take these. Those that actually turned over. So I'm going to put these back in the deck. Okay, so card number 1, question number 1, the answer is yes within the next few months. Question number 2, the answer is no, let go. Question number 3, the answer is yes, listen to your intuition. I like this. So kind of that, what do you feel? Listen to your intuition. All right, I really like this. I'm going to leave it at this, Taurus. So if you like the reading, please hit the like button. If you want to be notified next time I post readings, consider subscribing and pressing on the bell notification. And until next time, thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you soon. Take care.